Welcome to my YouTube channel onlinewizard.com, and part I'm coming with new YouTube video for you that is called part 2 negotiation. How to negotiate with suppliers, and what are the process or what are the tips and strategy which we need to follow. I'm coming with new slides for you. Now I'm going to give the short description about introduction of negotiation. Negotiation is basically the process which procurement professionals go through the creative favorable terms as a part of new supplier contract. This can involve negotiating different terms with an existing supplier or from scratch with a brand new vendor. In each and every organization, negotiation is a skills which follows by the purchaser, and it is a process of procurement professional which uses and follow the strategy in such a way that create a favorable terms of a finalization of the contract. Negotiation are typically used to find out or to grab the opportunity from the project under which we finalize the payment terms, delivery, production time, quality, and many more terms which we negotiate with the vendor. And during the negotiation, best option for the supplier and buyer, rather than aiming to just cheapest possible price, this will help to build stronger relationship with the long-term supplier. To ensure everything you set out to achieve is covered in negotiations with suppliers, it is important to set objective prior entering into the negotiation. Now I am coming with few tips what you need to follow to start the negotiation. First, our objective of the negotiation is to find out the factors which we need to consider during the finalization of the negotiation. In each and every project, there is a different parameter which we have to prioritize, what we have to discuss with the vendor during negotiation. So I am coming with few points which is very important to follow the negotiation strategy during negotiation. First is cost, second is delivery time, third is payment terms condition, fourth is after maintenance charges, or you can say annual maintenance charges after delivery or after complete the warranty period. Now quality standard, warranty, lifetime cost for every product or services which we bought out from the vendor. So in such tips I am going into the detail and you will listen. Now the most important thing before finalization the order is every negotiator or every purchase person strict to reduce the prices during the negotiation. They always try we get the price from the vendors very cheapest as per our requirement, but as per my thought process, cheap price is not favorable sometimes, because if we go or focus always on a cheap price which are looking from each and every one purchaser from the vendor side, so it will be for your short terms benefit. But if you go slightly higher price or change other terms, like in terms of payment you will negotiate, in terms of delivery you can negotiate, then in such case you will build a long term relationship with the vendor, and it will help for your future deal also. I will get the information how it will benefit for the future deal. Now when we are prepared for the negotiation, before going to the negotiation table, just prior negotiation you must create a list of points which you have to discuss during the negotiation. The most important factor which you want to disclose, you have to prepare prior going to the negotiation. So you have to decide, you have to also, before sitting into the negotiation table, you must research on the actual cost. Suppose you are going to finalize the order of fixtures, in fixtures you can calculate the actual cost. And how you can calculate the actual cost? You can calculate the actual cost on the basis of raw material cost. You find out the material of construction of the cost. Suppose you are going to finalize the fixture, the material of construction of the fixture is ms, then you have to evaluate what are the current price scenario of the ms. Right now the ms price is 50 rupees per kg. So you find out the list of raw material items, list of bought out items, what will be the total cost of the raw material, and after the raw material cost, what will be the cost of fabrication, what will be the cost of machining, what will be the overheads, what will be the profit percentage, what will be the other accessories vendor are assuming, what are the painting costs, transportation costs. So these are the overheads which you added, then you finalize and you get the actual cost of the product. So after research on the actual cost, you know the a basic price, and on the basic of this basic price you will negotiate, and this price shows the supplier you have done your homework, which will help to build trust and credibility of the vendor. Now before going to the negotiation table, you also need to evaluate the supplier reference. You ask or you demand from the vendor ki what are their suppliers reference. So if you get the reference, then you can talk to their reference or their client, so it will help to negotiation process like that. Like I will tell you ki how you will get the benefit from their reference. If you get the reference, you will reach out those customer and ask about their experience. Most of the time, if they are happy with the product and services from the supplier, then they will share their price with you if you have a capability to take out from the prices. So this will be valuable information you can use to get the possible deal. Next point says get quote from other suppliers. Suppose you want to buy a printer, then you have to take the quote from the different vendors, or 2 to 3 vendors, or you can say multiple vendors. So in that multiple vendors you will get different prices, so you can also evaluate how the negotiation can be done. Now next point says look for the area of mutual gain. Every purchaser, most of the purchaser focus only on prices reduction or optimized price, but as per my understanding, yeah, prices matters, but you have only not focus on the pricing, but rather than focusing on the pricing, you have also focus on the other parts like payment terms, delivery points, delivery times, what will be the warranty charges they are going to impose. Like sometimes vendor give the 1 year warranty as a standard, but you can also demand 2 year warranty on the same price, or on the optimized price. So other way you can get cost saving in terms of contract. So by finding which area you want you won't compromise, and which area you can compromise, so you have to find out those points also before going to the negotiation table. So there's a few points more which you will help to negotiate with the vendors. I will say bulk purchase discount strategy. This is a very fruitful discount strategy you can each and every organization generally purchaser do. How? I will show you. Bulk purchase discount strategy says कि suppose in a X organization have a different plant at different location. So you have to communicate to each and every plant ki what are their requirements of. Suppose you want printer, so in Noida plant there is a X number of requirement, there is a Pune plant there is a X number of requirement, there is a Chhattisgarh plant there is a different number of requirements. So you have to accumulate all those requirements, and then you can negotiate. Then you will find out that you will get the best discount from the vendors, and vendor will also give the best discount because they also try to get number of orders, and profitable margin will be much more higher as compared to less number of quantities order. So maximum number of the quantity, maximum number of the discount you can get. Discount on early payment. Like suppose vendors are going to give the discount of 10% on the 30 days credit. So if you give advance to the vendor, maybe he will reduce the discount percentage from 10 to 15%. So try, if possible, on the another stage you can give the advance payment and get the better discount. If price is not negotiable, look for value added wherever you can. Like suppose, in case vendor is not agree to reduce or optimize further prices, then you can negotiate on after sales and services support. You can take the support, like you can take AMC charges after 2-year warranty or after 1-year warranty. The vendor uh, AMC charges is 10% on the order value, so you can try to negotiate on that parts. Suppose vendor are going to provide the spare part list after the warranty period over, in the after sales and service support, then you can reduce, also optimize the price of the spare parts. So there are the various strategy you can negotiate in this point. Now keep the line of communication open. Try to negotiate or try to maintain the relationship with the vendor, or open the communication. Don't try to close the communication between the vendors. Sometimes in that case, if you keep your communication closed, then vendor will always think about ki this they are already take a price from us and will release the order to another one. So if you always keep trying to communicate between you and supplier, then supplier will always share your feedbacks, and you will try to share your feedback why the price is, why you won't get the order for this item. So if you share that there are the various reason, or you always keep in touch with them, so they always maintain the relationship with you, and always next time maybe he will give you the best discount, and you will close the best deal for that item. Think like a supplier. You always, being a purchaser, you always think like a supplier, because if supplier will think like a client, and then equally proportional client will also think like a supplier, then you will negotiate or you will close the deal in best manner. Now play the number game. Play the number game says, if you add on the quantity in a hypothetical way, so you sometimes you will get the best optimized price. In point number 1, the say bulk purchase order discount. In some cases, vendors will give the best discount on a higher number of quantities. So if you play the number game, like suppose in our plant there is a actual requirement is 10 numbers, but you can discuss with the future requirement, like our requirement is 100 numbers right now, is requirement 10 number, but if you will give, if you think about and plan about the negotiation, then you have to discuss hypothetical numbers, or you have to play the number game with the vendor, so you will get the best discount on that. Always remember, suppliers are the partner. Don't accept the first order. You must always demand 2 or 3 offers from the vendor. So in one order, if vendor submitted budgetary offer, then in next 2 or 3 negotiation round, maybe he will further reduce one by one. Now learn the industry jargon. Before finalization or before negotiating with vendor, you have to think about the organization detail of the vendor which you are going to shortlist it. So this industry jargon which helps you creating a future discount way. So suppose you are for shortlisting 2 or 3 vendors, you are thoughting that the order will go to the L1, and the L1 supplier is suppose X supplier. Then you have to find out ki this X supplier are creating or manufacturing which types of product and what are their products list. So in that case, suppose in this order you will not get maximum discount, then in next or various of application of this item, you will take a reference. This vendor is supplying printer along with cartridge. So in next requirement, suppose the requirement coming, the requirement of cartridge is coming, so you can get the discount. If you not get the discount best on printer, then you will get best discount on the cartridge. So industry jargon is very important in our Negotiation strategy. At last but not the least, I will say price is often the main negotiation point sometime, but suppliers are in the business of making money too. So don't shy away from a vendor just because they are high. Take time to work out other favorable terms before giving up. Thanks for watching, dear friends. I would I would like to share that if you are not like or subscribe my channel, please do like and subscribe, and also share your feedback if this presentation is helpful for your negotiation strategy or not. I definitely sure this point which I elaborate in this presentation is very helpful for your future negotiation strategy. Kindly follow my channel and turn on your notification button, so I will create a various on new chapter videos, so will help you for the further round. Thank you for listening.